ordinary people, that should be all of you. I need all of you, and this is many of you, to look at this magnificent beast. And I mean the cube, you perverts. This is what we call an aerogel, and this is the subject of my talk today. So, who in you has ever heard of aerogels?
Yes.
Not so many of you. Okay, perfect. So these solids, which look like frozen smoke, have incredible properties. So in the next 6 minutes, I will tell you why we need aerogels, what an aerogel actually is, and how how many of you can do aerogels at home. So can you see how it does not care about the flame? I think that's pretty amazing. So, why do we need aerogels? This graph is called the Earth Overshoot Day. It represents, over the last 50 years, the day of the year from which humanity, as a whole, has consumed all of the renewable resources on the planet for the current year. As of 2019, if we were to go year-round, we would need around 1.75 planets. And do you guys know how many planets we have? Not 1.75. So, despite this fact, some misinformed people will tell you that, the situation is fine, it's just a Chinese conspiracy. But we scientists and you normal people know that this is not true. So, to debunk this nonsense, let's stay polite, we have one powerful tool. It's called the scientific method. And this man is called Richard Dawkins. He is a scientist and science communicator. In a TV interview some years ago, he gave us an enlightening and life-changing quote about the scientific method. So I will quote him. It works, bitches. So what we need is more facts. So in our global context of increasing entropy or disorder, the available energy is getting scarcer and scarcer because it's part of a zero-sum game. So our way out is to reduce the biggest consumption that we have, which is heat waste. To do it, to solve this simple problem, we have no solution for now. But we have clues on how to do it. One of them are, well, yes, aerogels, I'm here for a reason. So you see, aerogels can be of many shapes and materials, but they all share one particularity. They are made of up to 99% nothing and, 1% something. So no, this is not Photoshop, this is reality. Now, some of them are quite resilient. Can you see this white, translucent, strong boy over here? It's 99% nothing, but it's quite strong. So if we go back to basics, you probably all know that different organizations of matter lead to different states of matter. Solids, liquids, gases. If you take liquids and gases together, you have what we call fluids. And fluids are defined as having no fixed shape. They can flow easily, like water in a glass, and they are shape-filling, like when you fill a balloon. If you go back to our strong boy, it's not shape-filling, it has a fixed shape, but it's made of 99% nothing, again. So, is it a new state of matter? I don't know. This is an open question, so if you want to discuss it, please come to me afterwards, especially if you have a glass of wine, for science. I owe you a bit of nomenclature. I'm talking of aerogels this, aerogels that. But what does aerogel mean? You take a porous solid like this one, pretend you know what this is. You fill it with water, you have an hydrogel. Simple. You take another one, you fill it with alcohol, you have an alcogel. It's basic. Then you take the same one, you fill it with air, and you have, oopsie, you didn't see it. You have an aerogel, because we are scientists, not artists, okay? So, now I need to tell you how do we make aerogels. A chemical recipe is a lot like being in the kitchen. You need ingredients, a cooking pot, and a lot of patience. So, first what you need is what we call a precursor. This is the solid part of your aerogel, so you don't need much. It can be many things. It can be, for instance, thios, which is a silica precursor. the thing in your glasses when you drink wine, the thing which is in your windows. Except this one is a bit particular, it's hydrolyzed into nanoparticles, who cares? Then you can use something called cellulose, which is pretty much what paper is made of. After this, you need to bind them together. You need a whole bucket of love. If you are like my ex-girlfriend and you have no heart, don't worry, you can use ammonia instead. Ammonia is what we call a catalyst. You can think of it as the egg in your recipe. No egg, no cake. So what ammonia does is that it creates small bridges of love between what you put in your recipe, or sometimes we call them chemical bonds. Don't know why. Then you need to stir a lot, you will swear a lot, and you end up with your alcohol. And then you have one final step. You need to go from the alcohol to some other place. So we need a map. But this looks crazy, right? But don't worry. Don't worry. We are here. What we are going to do is increase both the pressure and the temperature, and we will reach a secret place called the supercritical state, right over here. This place is sponsored by the Alcoholic Anonymous, so you cannot bring alcohol, you just air, okay? So you had your alcohol, hello, and you replace all the alcohol by air, so you have an aerogel. Yeah, it's real simple. Now, to conclude my talk, I told you that you can make aerogels of many shapes, functionalities, blah blah blah. But what I really hope and wish for is that one day we can solve this slight energetic problem I was telling you about earlier, you know, the Chinese conspiracy. And instead of just saying goodbye guys, I made a small outro for you, so please have fun and thank you.